Come again?
My name is Julius, and I'm your twin brother.
They say behind every successful man, there is a woman. Or maybe it is more accurate to say that after every massive success, a woman's quiet strength holds it all together. He played one of the cruelest villains Batman ever had. 4'10" of pure chaos, and Hollywood never knew what to do with him. But there was one thing the cameras never caught. At 81, Danny DeVito has finally said it out loud, and it changes everything you thought you knew about him. Because behind the laughter lies a decades-long devotion to the only woman who truly saw past his fame. Danny was born in 1944 in New Jersey, the unwanted last child of a tired mother and a frightening father. In fact, police were called to his home 17 times before he turned 11. He also carried a rare bone disease that left him in constant physical pain, something Hollywood executives brutally told him to hide. So, he hid it for decades, masking his agony with sheer on-screen charisma. It was a lonely existence, surviving on the fringes of an industry that judged him solely by his appearance. Back in New York, broke and rejected, he split his last dollars on headshots with his roommate, Michael Douglas. He slept in his car and stood completely still in store windows, pretending to be a mannequin just to survive. Once, a studio offered him nearly $1 million to surgically alter his face. He literally burned that contract on a beach. "I'd rather be a first-rate version of myself," he said, "than a second-rate version of someone else." He refused to change his face for Hollywood, but destiny was about to change his heart forever. Then, on January 17th, 1970, everything shifted. Rhea Perlman walked into a small theater to support a friend, but she forgot why she'd come the moment she saw the stocky man commanding the stage. She asked around, found out he was single, and introduced herself. Just 2 weeks later, she moved in with him. Danny later confessed he knew within exactly 22 minutes that she was the one. In a world full of superficial glamour, he had finally found his permanent anchor. They didn't marry for 11 years because they never needed a piece of paper to validate what they had. Eventually, Michael Douglas cast Danny in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, launching him into superstardom. Then came Taxi, where Rhea joined the cast without producers even realizing they were a real-life couple. Together, they built a production powerhouse, quietly funding iconic films like Pulp Fiction while raising their 3 kids. They were a creative empire fueled by quiet, unconditional support. But in 2012, they shocked everyone by announcing their separation. The world assumed it was over, but they didn't follow the messy Hollywood script. They never divorced. They kept their regular restaurant table, and they still talked every single day. Danny put it beautifully. "We're a tight family. We participate in conversation daily." Even when living apart, their souls remained completely intertwined. At 81, Danny DeVito has spent a lifetime proving that love doesn't need a traditional shape to be real. Some people find each other just once in a lifetime, and they simply never let go. Rhea Perlman was, and always will be, the true anchor of his soul. If stories like this move you, hit subscribe, because Starslight News brings you the real, untold stories behind the people you thought you already knew.